To you by State Farm. Let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. We've got Gervin, Charles Oakley out there with Green. Then there's Macy, and it's Jordan in at the 2. And for Boston, Bird out there with Kevin McHale. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Parrish, and it's Ainge in at the 2 spot.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
And Macy kicks to Oakley. Shoots over Parrish. Shot's good by Oakley. Oakley's got the game going here with the first basket for the Bulls. Johnson, the pass to McHale. One-on-one here. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Throwing it down with one hand and making it look easy.
Easy and fun. He just thrives on making the D look silly.
Yeah, which is something he does pretty often, Kevin.
Now, here is Ainge. Kicks it to Parrish. Johnson up top. Let's go. And it's Parrish finishing it off. We're about 1 minute into the first. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
But Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. He said tonight is all about putting in the extra effort on the defensive end. Coach went on to say, I put up a challenge to each and every one of my players tonight. If every player can keep their opponent from below their normal scoring numbers, they'll get the next practice off. Sounds like good motivation, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris. And given the scoring talent on the floor, defensive-mindedness definitely a key here, guys. Any thoughts?
Well, I agree, Kevin. Playing sound defense has to be their focus. If they can win the battle at that end of the floor, I think they've got a great chance to win.
Well, I agree, because if they don't do that, Steve, what happens at the other end isn't going to matter. It'll be futile.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Larry Bird. Here's Gervin, and that one's good.
You know, he got one step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
On defense, the Bulls. Johnson outside. Shoots the 3, and that one's good. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Jordan dishes to Gervin. Shoots over Ainge, and that one's good. Gervin's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, offensively, he needs much less space to operate than most players. It's amazing how well he can get his shot off, even with somebody right in his face.
You know, even the tightest defensive pressure doesn't seem to faze him in the least. I mean, you can attribute it to his concentration, where he has incredible focus.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
Special thanks to Sprite for that sweet replay. Ainge kicks to Bird. He feeds it to Parrish. Celtics passing it around. And again, Dennis Johnson. Johnson's got 6. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Macy against Johnson. Feeds it to Jordan. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Call it hang time and bang time.
Unbelievable.
You got to just shake your head on that one.
Johnson, the pass to McHale. Working on Green. He dishes it to Parrish. Johnson outside. Beyond the arc. A second chance effort. There's the bucket. Good.
He made that offensive rebound count. Nice job collecting the second chance points.
1:11 left here in the opening quarter. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Boston making some changes. Dalton's checked in for Parrish. Redmond comes in for Danny Ainge. And it's Easting in for Dennis Johnson. Chicago also making some changes. Corzine comes in for Green. And it's Paxson in for Michael Jordan. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the first. No good from Paxson.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
The pass to Wedman. The three is launched, and the basket good.
9 straight points for them off of wide open looks from deep. Something has to change for this deep.
Yeah, they're just giving up too many easy shots out there. They've got to close out harder, get a hand up, make him put it on the floor.
And Macy kicks to Oakley. It's Gervin on the wing. Can't get it to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Seasting passes to McHale. The jump hook. Rebounded by Corzine. Bulls trail by 3. And that one's good. Gervin.
Well, he stepped up this quarter, providing a hot hand to help carry them offensively.
Redmond the pass to Seasting. There's the dish to McHale. He passes to Seasting. Back to McHale. Oakley's there. Here's Bird, and he knocks it down.
That builds a little momentum going into the next quarter.
Yeah, you know, you definitely have to make sure you take advantage of that last possession. You don't want to squander.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Celtics lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, Steve and Clark, your thoughts?
And it's been beautiful basketball to watch, guys. Really sharing and moving the ball, and as a result, they've got a great flow going.
Hand in glove, 5 guys working as one. The power of the fist, we call it. They've racked up a bunch of assists.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Celtics, Ainge is out there with Johnson. It's Bird. Then there's Wedman. And it's Parrish in at the 5 spot.
You know, those types of high percentage shots, Kevin, should be a big part of what they do going forward.
Paxson kicks it over to Corzine. Passes it to Green. Good. Green's got his first points in this one.
Got to be very careful with this team. They can be really strong inside if they get good position.
Well, you give up that kind of deep position, Steve, you're done. It's over.
Well, we played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Michael Jordan on the wing. Pass to Paxson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. So the Celtics call timeout, their first. Some changes for Boston. Walton's checked in for Parrish. McHale comes in for Wedman, and it's Seasting in for Danny Ainge. The Bulls also changing it up. Charles Oakley, he's checked in for Corzine, and Gervin subbed in for Higgins. Now the feed to Bird. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Bird's got 6.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
Paxson passes to Jordan. He kicks it to Gervin. Over Bird. It's Chicago with another win.
Offensively just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Walton dishes to Bird. Celtics passing it around. Seasting guarded by Paxson. Green with the rebound. Chicago trailing here. 3-on-3. Paxson kicks to Jordan. Gets it to go. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
Good luck trying to figure out how to defend this guy. It's a major order and hard to come up with an answer for him.
Dishes it to Walton. Back to Bird. Good look. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Gervin, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. Johnson, the pass to Seasting. Back to Johnson. Out to Bird. From downtown. Boston again missing.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Jordan's to dunked hard with one hand.
Nicely done. They've really attacked effectively in transition.
There's no doubt about it, Steve. Their quickness has given them an advantage. I mean, I've liked the way they've pushed the ball all game.
Yeah, Kevin, he's one of the great crowd pleasers in the NBA. I mean, home or visiting, it seems like no matter what arena he's in, the fans just can't wait to see him do his thing.
And the other thing about him that stands out is his body control in the air. Some guys are strong on the ground. This guy is strong in the air and can improvise his shot if he needs to.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Dave Corzine, he's checked in for Green. Higgins comes in for Gervin. Kyle Macy subbed in for John Paxson. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Well, that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound, maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
Green, he's checked in for Chicago. Paxson comes in for Kyle Macy.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
And that's taking it strong right there.
Yeah, finishing in style.
You can feel a sense of anticipation when he heads for the hoop because that's what he can do.
And that replay sponsored by Sprite, giving us a great look at that one. And Walton kicks to Johnson. Looking to end the drought. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
You know, the dunk was great, but I didn't care for that interior defense there, guys. It was non-existent.
You're right, Clark. You know, it was way too easy. I don't think the coach liked it either. Look at that face. Uh-oh.
It doesn't get much easier than that. They have got to tighten up their defense. That was embarrassing.
Bulls making a switch here. Gervin's checked in. Here's Bird. That's good, and Walton with the assist. Bird's got 8 points.
Now they may have to climb on his back to get back into this game.
Charles Oakley, he's checked in for the Bulls. And Chicago has possession. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Gervin. 16 points for Michael Jordan.
You can't fault what he's been doing out there. Some really impressive shooting.
Johnson's shot is off.
Well, bad timing. His team trailing, and this has not been a quarter that he'd like to remember.
Gervin, again Chicago. Now here's Bird. 8 points for him. Johnson kicks to Bird. Launches a 3. Incredible shot to beat the buzzer.
Boy, that is such a huge play. I mean, a lot of guys.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Bulls up by 10. And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Jordan having a terrific game. He's got 16 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Green is out there with Oakley. Then there's Gervin. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Macy in at the point guard position.
When he goes hard to the rim like that, the defenders should just save their energy and let him go.
Well, he was nearly able to get there. Just a step slow.
I think he was lucky he didn't get all the way there. I mean, he may have gotten run over.
That's now 6 straight points off open threes. Get a hand up, fellas. Pay attention to the scouting report.
You know how quickly things can go south when you start giving up wide open looks to this team.
Here's Oakley, and there's the rejection. It's stolen by McHale. Kicks it to Ainge. The 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
And he's most dangerous as a long-range shooter, someone who can do serious damage behind that three-point line. And we all know how important the three-point shot has become with every team because you've got to be able to space the floor and run your offense.
And also, Steve, he's the guy that does all the dirty work. Tenacious competitor, 100% effort all the time, and you love that.
Now, they've got to offer more resistance inside. Just too many easy buckets in the paint.
Yeah, Steve, and that's the top priority for any defense. You got to protect the paint.
Back to Johnson. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And here's Bird from the arc, and that one's good. Bird's got 14 points for the game.
Boy, these threes are picking them apart. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 shots against them, all uncontested and all are threes.
Yeah, the defense just looks uninterested right now. I mean, they're not making the effort to challenge these shots.
And the pass to Macy. Back to Oakley. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Not a lot going wrong for them on offense in the early part of the third. I mean, that's 3 makes on 4 tries now.
The shot's good from Ainge.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
Jordan up top. 20 points for him. Passes it to Macy. Gervin. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
The defense got away with one there. I mean, usually he'll hurt you if you give him that kind of a shot.
Bird dishes to Johnson. And here we go. Jordan the pass to Gervin. Jams it straight down.
That's a gut punch right there, Clark. Cough up the ball at one end and get beaten on the break at the other.
Yeah, that really hurts. That's painful.
Ainge kicks to Bird. Back to Ainge. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Oakley. Oakley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Macy. No luck. And the Celtics going the other way now. Johnson outside. He tries for 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I think he's just got to compose himself, gather himself. He may be trying a little too hard out there. Let it flow. Let it happen. Don't force it. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And some changes here for the Celtics. Walton's checked in for McHale. Wedman comes in for Danny Ainge. And Vincent subbed in for Dennis Johnson. The Bulls also changing it up. Dave Corzine, he's checked in for Oakley. Higgins comes in for Green. And it's Paxson in for Kyle Macy. And some changes here for the Celtics. McHale comes in for Robert Parrish. And it's Easting in for Larry Bird. 1:25 left here in the third quarter. Vincent with the rebound. Celtics trail by 7. Redmond the pass to Vincent. He feeds it to Walton. Over Corzine. They get the rebound. Here's McHale. Second shot opportunity. And he hits the jump shot. The Bulls leading by 5. Now Paxson. Gervin right side. Gervin right side. And again, Chicago. No good.
Time running down now at the end of the quarter. They could go 2 for 1 if they decide to.
And I think that's what they need to do if the shot's there.
And here's Corzine. Paxson kicks to Jordan. Pushes up. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Takes it up. No good from Paxson. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the
41. The Bulls. 48.
As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite uncontainable game. Let's go to Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, guys. Well, it was the stretch by the Bulls that garners the uncontainable game today. They put on a show at the defensive end, most of their heroics coming in that second period. It's easy to build a lead like this one when you play great defense.
All right, Doris, thanks. And the run Doris mentioned, guys, that was really a huge game changer here.
No question, Kevin. Probably the pivotal moment in the game so far, and I thought that really set the tone.
You know, one of the things that was interesting to me is you could see the body language of both teams change at that point. Obviously in different directions. Confident and assured on one side and a bit of chin in your chest on the other side.
Johnson is out there with Ainge. Then it's Parrish. Then there's Kevin McHale. And it's Bird in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Johnson outside. The Celtics working the ball around now. Bird against Mason. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Feeds it to Gervin. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
I think they've got to figure out a way to tighten things up a bit. They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Johnson dishes to Ainge. Over Jordan. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And here is Macy. It's Jordan on the wing. Over Ainge. The shot by Jordan, no good. Celtics trail by 8. Danny Ainge on the wing. Fires the 3. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game. Dave Corzine, he's checked in for Green. Chicago with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Mazic's to Gervin. That's good. Gervin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I can tell you for sure they didn't want this. I actually can guarantee it. They're getting pounded, brutalized inside.
Now, it wouldn't be so bad if they were getting the same looks on the other end, but that's just not the case.
Bird, the pass to Ainge. A 3-ball, good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Ainge has got 13 points here in the second half alone. The drop step. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the shootout continues.
Trading buckets both ways. I mean, offense definitely the focal point for these teams.
That is good.
He may single-handedly bring his team back, guys. What a fantastic quarter he's having.
Macy against Johnson. He dishes it to Gervin. Shoots over Bird. They grab their own miss. Knocked away. Gervin, Bird covering. Here's Oakley. That's good.
Well, not only does he excel at getting those offensive rebounds, but he's really good getting putbacks and layups off of those boards.
Here's Ainge. Off target from three-point range. The Bulls leading by 5. And Macy kicks it over to Corzine. He passes it to Gervin. Corzine with the screen on Bird. The dish now to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Corzine. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Gervin, pass to Macy. And there's the 3-second violation. And the Bulls making a change here. Green's checked in. And so it's Boston with it. Johnson kicks to Ainge. Buries it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What a clutch shot there.
Really, the definition of clutch.
Johnson against Mason. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Outside Gervin. There's the feed to Green. Back to Gervin. From deep. Parrish gets the rebound. Absolutely critical chance right here.
Yeah, they need this one to go their way, Kev.
Johnson dishes to Ainge. Kicks it out to McHale. Bird, defended by Macy. Here's Ainge. It's good! A huge shot to tie it up. And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot. and they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
What an eruption in this building.
Macy against Johnson. Macy passes to Gervin. He kicks it to Jordan. Yes! What a difference in this crowd right now, Clark.
Yeah, they're breathless, nervous, and quiet.
Yeah, it is quiet time, Clark. You got that right. That was a huge shot.
For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so the
Your Celtics, 16.